What do you get when you put a group of fanboys in a room with a mic? From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., The Blue Guy, Chuck Ditch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start. Welcome to the Peter and I podcast.
We are back once again. It is time for you to get them headphones in and whip them Peter's ass. Because it is the Peter and I podcast.
Oh, we should do this inside.
I don't know.
Yeah, because of them.
Oh yeah, there's a party next door.
Is there?
All right, we'll be right back after a short word from our sponsors.
Yeah.
Welcome back again to the Peter and I podcast.
Yes, it is time once again for you to get them headphones in and whip them Peter's ass. Because it is the Peter and I podcast. Pop, 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 pop. With your hosts, Mr. P. Jr., Chubb Ditch, and the infamous Jeezy Weezy, a.k.a. Bagel.
AK what?
Bagel.
Bagel. Oh.
No, bagel.
Bagel.
Yeah, bagel. You switch the G and the B.
Oh.
That just tickled me. So,
Last of Us.
I guess we'll just jump right on it.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Last of Us 2. I mean,
Some more of it.
So far,
Just launched.
Naughty Dog, I mean, they don't cease to impress with their technological advancements.
Yes.
The game definitely looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. Like there's still a bit of uncanny valley with the people, but like fucking Tommy.
But it's like, they're as close as
super.
you
Yeah.
They're like as close as you can get for a video game looking like actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody looks like they could be real. Are they all based on real people?
I believe they are.
I just don't think Ellie is.
Yeah.
I think Ellie is its own like.
Yeah.
She's the one that looks most like a video game.
Because who plays Ellie? Wasn't it Ellie?
It was
Page?
supposed to be Ellen Page in the first one, and then I don't know what for whatever reason.
I think it's a different person this time.
Yeah.
It fell through, and then they like just scrapped it and they changed her a little bit. But she still looked a lot like Ellen Page in the first one. Now they changed her a lot.
Yeah.
They changed her face even more.
Yeah, she does look different.
Yeah, that could be probably why she looks so cartoony as well, as opposed to everyone else.
Yeah, because she's the one that looks. She doesn't look quite right. Everybody else looks like they could be a real person.
Right, because they can't just like completely change her and be like, this is her now.
Yeah.
And they still couldn't fucking nail down Ellen Page.
Yeah.
She's whack.
I've never really been a big fan of her.
Yeah, I don't know why she was like. I don't know why everybody wanted her in fucking movies and everything.
Well, it's not. Well, okay, I should say it's not that I'm not a fan of her. I'm not.
Juno?
It's like the movies. I'm not really a fan of. Like I don't
Juno's
watch.
good.
I don't watch.
Yeah, Juno's good.
I've never seen Juno. It's
Juno's got a good like dry humor.
It's a good movie.
It's like one of those movies that's just not my like. It's not my cup of tea. But, so I think that could be why like I'm just I can't say that I'm not a fan of her specifically. It's just her.
Wasn't she the Invisible Girl in X-Men or some shit? Whatever her name is.
Oh, I don't know.
Or no. She can phase. She can phase through the walls.
Kitty. Oh God.
Cat Delgado?
Something Kitty or Kitty.
Kitty Delgado.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like in X2 or X3 or Last Stand, she was
Why am I going blank on that name?
I gave up on the X-Men's after X-Men.
she was the girl who could like phase through walls and stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any. And like the Juggernaut's chasing her.
Yeah.
And she's running through the walls and Juggernaut's just running after her.
That was
just
her?
blood busting. I think it was her. Unless it was just some girl who looked like her.
Cat Dennings?
Let me see.
It doesn't look anything like Cat Dennings.
She's in Days of Future Past. Wait, no, maybe not.
She could be in Days of Future Past. She showed up in like in the beginning when all the mutants were fighting
Kitty
in the
Pryde,
future.
that's the character's name.
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, but yeah, she is in. She did play Kitty Pryde in Days of Future Past.
What about X3 or
Let me
whatever?
see.
Or Last Stand? Or X2?
Last Stand?
Last Stand?
Was it Last Stand?
The 3 was Last Stand, and then
Yeah,
X2
so she-
was like United or some shit.
Yeah,
X-Men.
she's in it too. That's Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, so she's like an X-Men.
Yep. Okay, I can say I've seen her in a movie. Then. Didn't realize it was her, but I mean, again, like we said, graphically it looks gorgeous.
It's a lot more harder than the first one.
The spoiler I saw coming. I assumed he was. I didn't think he would die so early in the movie or in the game.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more of a halfway.
Yeah, halfway, or
Like a
maybe even
halfway
like
point.
almost a climatic kind of. I thought maybe he might be in the journey, and then like him like dying would be like
Yeah.
just before the final battle or before whatever the final event is.
Yeah. Apparently the game's like 2024. If you were to just go through the game and not explore.
Yeah.
Or I guess, well, IGN specifically said that out of the 10 people who played it in the company, it ranged from 23 hours to 45.
Okay.
So
It's gonna take me a year.
depending on the player.
I like it so far. What I've seen, what I've played. It's like you said, it's just like the original one. But I haven't played the original one since the PS3
Yeah.
days. So
It's almost too much alike to the original as far as like controls and stuff,
yeah.
because it just feels like
Doesn't it feel
Like they did-
it feels archaic. Like it starts to the controls start to feel archaic.
Yeah.
Doesn't it
Especially-
feel like they smoothed anything out?
Especially, it feels like they just kind of laid that on top and maybe changed some UI and like a couple, like 2 buttons,
yeah.
and then they're just like, all right, let's just up them graphics and shit this game.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting further into it.
Yeah, I am reaching the next point of what's the word? What is it?
Conflict or
No, not conflict.
controversy?
Controversy, yeah. That
So-
everybody's talking about, but I
Yeah,
don't know
so the-
how much of a spoiler it'll be if I actually tell you or not
Yeah.
later on.
Do some people like it and some people hate it?
Yeah.
Or is
Well,
it just...
Most of it is like an overwhelm, like a player review, like
It's like
normal
three-
people,
Yeah.
overwhelmingly bad.
Oh,
Metacritic, it's got a 3.5 for player reviews.
yeah.
Yeah, and then critic reviews, all the ones that you've seen, we're not allowed to talk about it because of embargoes. So we don't know, basically. So they were pretty much, they were giving you their whole review of the game, but without telling you this kind of like important thing that everybody basically despises or hates.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know. I can't even like think of what the issue is.
Hopefully, I mean,
So far,
hopefully we'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
By the next episode, we can get deeper into it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like I desperately want to know, but at the same time, I don't want it to be spoiled. You know,
Yeah.
so I want to
Yeah.
see my own reaction to it.
Yeah.
And if I know what it is, then like
Mm-hmm.
I'll go.
I don't know the full extent. But I know like
Yeah, like you said, you don't know how it's executed.
I know the idea. Yeah.
So yeah, I want to see.
It definitely sounded worse before the game came out because like I thought the bad part was directly following the spoiler.
Yeah.
The spoiler that you guys saw.
Yeah. Joel dying.
Yeah. Did we already mention that?
I thought we did.
I thought we were trying to
should've
keep that a
put
spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Oh my
Somebody.
bad.
God damn it.
I thought you said that.
No, you just said
No, because I said I figured
See-
he was gonna die.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
you
you did,
did
yeah.
say that earlier.
So
You're just gonna have to put a spoiler alert on the episode.
yeah, I'll put a spoiler alert in the
'Cause it's,
description.
it's an uncharted
It's an uncharted
spoiler
territory.
alert.
So people die.
uncharted territory.
Last of Us. It's weird how much they made Joel. Well, I mean, they probably had to kill Joel because he's too much like Drake. He's so much like Drake.
Yeah, he does look
Yeah.
very similar.
And he's
Yeah.
the same voice actor too.
True.
Oh yeah. It is. Nolan North does everything though.
Was it Nolan North? No, I
Yeah.
thought
I think
Joel
it
was
Is Joel Nolan North? No, Drake is Nolan North.
I think they're the same.
No. I thought Joel was the other guy. I'm blanking out his name right now. He's another like just actor who's just in every fucking game.
Fucking the guy that does Solid Snake. David Hayter?
No.
No, it's
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker, there you
go. He's also
who else is he?
Raiden.
Yeah. He's also Higgs in Death Stranding.
This is such a gay character.
Yeah. And it was because that guy was like actually modeled after fucking Troy Baker, and Troy Baker looks like a fucking jackass.
Like, yeah.
Oh, he's also the Arkham Knight.
He kind of reminded me of the guy from Grandma's Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one that thinks he's a robot, or tries to act like a robot. Like that's what fucking
Who,
Higgs,
Raiden?
like Higgs.
Oh.
Like that's what Higgs was like that. Like that's the kind of person he reminded me of. Like just based on his face. Like his face was such a letdown when they finally showed.
Yeah, but yeah, he's way better with the mask on.
Like this fucking emo goth bitch is
I'm
the
sorry,
one.
no, he's Ocelot. He's
Yeah.
Ocelot. He's Ocelot, not Raiden.
Oh,
I don't know why I said Raiden.
Well, I said
Still.
you meant, I don't know, when you said
Still,
Raiden,
he's better when
I was
characters
picturing
don't
Mortal
look like
Kombat.
him.
Yeah.
He's better when characters don't look like him.
And he's also in Mortal Kombat. He's Aaron Black.
Yeah.
He's the guy, the cowboy. But yeah, he's in everything.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like Drake also. He just sounds like an older Drake.
Yeah.
And with a little southern twang.
Yeah.
So, so twang.
They added more southern for this one. It seems like
I feel like, yeah.
it wasn't like that. He wasn't much. Like
No,
that,
he
but
did.
There was a lot. Oh.
Yeah, he did.
I don't
No, yeah, you're right. He did because I was just watching Junior play.
Oh, is he playing the original one?
Yeah, he's playing the original right now. Yeah, I hadn't got a chance to play it till I got here just because I started downloading it last night. Then we got busy, and then I just didn't get a chance to get on it. And so then I was gonna play, but then I was like, oh, I got 10 minutes. I'm gonna jump on. I jumped on Call of Duty for a bit, and then yeah. And I wasn't even gonna play it. Michael was like, "Go play it." I was like, "No." And then he was like, "You gotta get to the spoilers." Like, "Oh fuck, you're right." We can talk about it.
as soon as she shot him in the leg, I was like, "He's dead."
Oh yeah,
He says, "Look at his meat."
Yeah, you can
Well,
see like his knee bones. Yeah.
Well, and that's like,
I was like, "You think he's gonna be a one-legged character from now on, or?"
yeah.
He's dead.
But like when she dragged him, like you see his leg, like because he has like this, but you see this part of his leg go that way, like to the right as she's dragging him, because it's just literally just being held together by the bone. There's no meat.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, ugh, that was brutal.
And then they kind of did him like Opie, and he was just getting beat with it.
Oh, I know, fuck. Man, I was just ready getting over that death and fucking.
God damn it.
Jesus, no.
Lord Jesus. That's better too.
Did he get to that part?
Yeah, I don't think he's played it yet. Cause I think he's playing through the original first.
Oh,
And then,
I'm playing it over.
yeah. That threw me off my train of thought now. There's something about when he died. I don't know. Like, okay, so when that beginning when they first see the town and you're playing as that other girl, what's her name? Abby. When you're playing as Abby, and she they point out the town and it's like, we're gonna go in there and see if he's in there. It's like, oh, they're fucking hunting Joel.
Yeah.
So it's just,
No, yeah. A lot of the stuff is very telegraphed.
yeah, it's just like,
Like
they're hunting Joel.
nothing's really gonna catch you by surprise. Like a lot of the stuff, like I'll be doing stuff. I'll be like, oh, this is gonna happen right now.
Yeah,
and then like the next scene is literally that happening.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
happening.
Okay. Like there's maybe one part that they actually threw me for a loop.
Yeah. But do we know
But
why she was hunting
It was
Joel?
like so small, so it was like
No, they haven't said.
They haven't
why.
said, right?
no.
I'm
Well,
sure it has to
I know why. I'm at
I'm
a
sure it
point.
has to do something with fucking Firefly. And
I'm past that point. Yeah.
So-
And
you
fucking
know-
shooting up all those doctors.
Yeah.
She was like, I was in the middle of getting a sex change. And you killed the doctor.
Kill the doctor.
Now I have just balls and a vagina, no dick.
I want that to be the name of the episode. Balls in a vagina, no dick. I had a very bad visual that when I said it.
Get her balls with no dick. Joel.
Are the balls in front or behind the
I'm picturing the outer lips going into a ball sack. It's just...
Yeah. Yeah, the slit's still there.
They come with the asshole. Oh God, that's terrible. Oh God, I don't even. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I mean, yeah, she obviously wanted them dead for some kind of for some very personal reason. Obviously, you say you know. But it wasn't.
She was a bad guy.
But it wasn't just like, oh, we've been ordered to kill this guy. It definitely wasn't that. It was there's.
You can tell that whole group was not good from like.
Oh yeah.
Even though they try to make them seem like
They're just average. Yeah, no, they're just survivors.
Oh, hi, I'm Mel. Shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're trusting you. I know, they just trust them all like, oh, you guys want to come into town and restock?
Yeah, we'll restock you guys.
Totally.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
happened
you
to
sound
the
like you know us.
Yeah, like, I know, like the last game was like the
Yeah, like
people-
Joel didn't trust nobody.
Yeah,
That's what they're saying. Like, there's like a lot of plot holes. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit like they're doing that they do that where like they don't do what
like
they.
they
would
got like
normally
super
do.
soft. I
Yeah.
guess from living there for
Yeah.
whatever long.
I guess it's possible, but
I think maybe that's what they were showing too with that lookout thing. How they were like, oh, there was just 2 zombies. Like,
Yeah.
like all those years of nothing.
It's
And then
just-
that one guy dying of old age. Like, who the fuck dies of old age?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
things are calming down. Things are
Yeah.
getting. Yeah. Because this one takes what? It's 10 years later, right?
I don't know. It was 4 years from.
I think I think it's like 8 years or something.
Because when
She's
he gives her the
14.
guitar, how long after? That's
Because
still
she's
young.
14 in the first game,
Yeah.
and then I think she might be supposed to be 20.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
No, I think you're right. I think she's like 2021 in this one.
Yeah, because they say after what they do a flashback, and then they say like 4 years later, and it's where you are.
4 years later.
So, but like
But you don't
I
know
think
how-
the flashback's like 2 years after.
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
That was my question.
Yeah, when he's telling Tommy about what
Yeah,
happened.
they don't tell you.
They
She's
don't know
somewhere in
the-
like the 19 to 21 range, I would
Yeah.
say though.
Yeah. Yeah, so they might have just got soft in that time.
Yeah. Because it wasn't even the same settlement, was it? From the original game?
No,
It's the same settlement that Tommy was in.
Yeah,
Okay,
but-
when you run
yeah.
across when you first meet Tommy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, you never go into the settlement in the first game.
Yeah.
You
That's
meet.
at the end, right? They're
Right.
Yeah,
He's
you
going to meet Tommy.
Yeah, they're going over there.
Yeah.
But you never see the actual settlement. You see Tommy and his wife at a power plant trying to turn on the power for the settlement.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember now. Yeah. Like I said, it's been so long since I fucking played that original. I've been wanting to, but...
It's crazy though. It's like almost a whole generation since the last game came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
pretty much. 'Cause, yeah, I mean,
At
the
least
PS5
get
is
the
about,
last year of the PlayStation 4.
the PS5 is about to come out. But, yeah. I mean, it looks dope.
Well, it's been at what, at
It's
least 7
gorgeous.
years since the last game, huh? That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's a crazy amount of time.
Has it been 7 years? When did the game come out? 14?
Well, it came out PS3.
Yeah,
Came out
PS
13?
I don't know, but it
Okay,
came out
cool.
I think
PS3.
13.
Yeah, it had
So,
to be
yeah,
like the
7
last
years.
year of the PS3 for sure. Around there, like the end.
I want to say it was the year before PS4 came out. I think it was a whole year before PS4 came out, so probably 2013.
That came from like way down, from deep down.
Damn.
Let me see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Metacritic currently user score is currently 3.4.
Out of 100, right?
Yeah.
No,
No, 10.
When
Oh, 10.
when Last of Us 1 came out.
Yeah, no, I just showed this thing. Last of Us, June 14th, 2013.
14?
13.
13. It was in June also?
Yeah,
That's crazy, huh?
June 14th.
It's pretty crazy. 7 years to the thing.
7 years. Let's see. What else I got?
What other games take that long to fucking come out?
GTA. Oh, GTA.
GTA, yeah.
GTA's already been 7 years too.
Yeah.
Yeah. GTA 5 came out at the end of PS3.
Yeah.
And PS4 just came out, and then it took them another year to put it out on PS4.
Yep.
And then
now it's coming.
it's coming out on PS5. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's nuts.
But they made Red Dead in between.
Yeah,
That's
but
true, but it is a different studio though. So it's
Yeah, exactly.
What's funny to me is right now Red Dead, because people like it's Rockstar, but like they don't realize different.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't count like.
I think Ratchet and Clank took like 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, I think the last new one came out like launch on PS4. I think, or maybe the year after. One of the other.
Yeah, I think you're right. No, but right now a bunch of all the Red Dead fans are upset right now because since they did the last update, they added the jobs and stuff. There hasn't been shit else. No more updates, and the game like so far online is getting glitchier, and like there's just like server. There was one video I'm watching where the guy he's hunting a legendary animal. He kills it, and he's about to start picking it up. After he's about to start skinning it, you've been disconnected from.
Oh, for Red Dead Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's just not. It's just not as good as GTA Online.
Yeah.
It's like there's just so much.
There's not much variation.
There's not much foundation that they have for
Yeah.
Red Dead Online versus. Because like realistically, like you can't just add all this different stuff into Red Dead Online.
Yeah.
Or like GTA Online, you could literally add anything they want.
Anything you want, yeah.
And just make it happen. But like Red Dead is kind of like this hyper realistic world.
Yeah.
But they're not. I don't think they're.
What they
creative
could
enough
do
with
is
it.
have Doc Brown show up in the DeLorean. For whatever reason, I was going to say in the Mandalorian.
In the Mandalorian.
In the
Season
DeLorean.
2 of Mandalorian. Doc Brown confirmed.
Back to the Future. Well, the text message. So. But yeah, just show up and like all of a sudden there's flying trains and fucking.
Fucking Biff is there.
Well, that's what there is a time traveler on there. On Red Dead.
There is?
Yeah, when you find all the stone drawings or whatever. The guy that tells you to bring them to him, he like turns into a baby. Like he comes back as a baby.
What the hell?
Like you go meet him, he tells you fucking about these drawings, and then when you find them all, you take it back to him, and it's like
It's just a baby.
he's like a baby, yeah. Like the mom's there and he's the baby.
What the hell?
Yeah, and she's like moving, to something. I don't know what they're moving.
It's weird. That would have been cool, like where they actually had like you run across some dude and he's just in a t-shirt and jeans, like. He pulls out a phone, takes a selfie, and then just disappears. Yeah. I want them to add that now. Just a random. I still want them to add zombies, but I doubt they're gonna do that.
I know. That would be
the best thing that they could possibly do.
Yeah, I mean, because Undead Nightmare.
At least for online. If they
I
like,
know,
if they at
yeah,
least
yeah.
did it for online.
Yeah.
then-
Why didn't they ever do that?
I don't know.
Because Undead Nightmare had the animals too, which was fucking dope. But so did Days Gone.
I don't know why they never did it. Did they ever say why?
I don't think so.
Did they ever
Rockstar's
spawn?
very just kind of like, we'll do what we want.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know, but like it doesn't make sense for them to not have that ready. To for them to put so much time and effort into the online aspect instead of just doing it.
Yeah.
What were they expecting? Were they expecting to have a whole GTA online with fucking
Horses?
dead? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
is that what you guys were trying to do? Like, fuck.
Fucking horse races
I
going
think
up into the
didn't
sky
even-
and
it
shit.
didn't even I didn't even necessarily need the multiplayer. Like
Stunchers and snipers.
maybe like co-op.
That was the game mode. Stunchers and
Stunners
snipers.
versus snipers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a good one too.
I was trying to think of the name right now because I'm just picturing horses
But-
just running up rounds.
But nothing's gonna be Hasta La Vista.
No, yeah, Hasta La Vista was
So
the
underrated.
It was the best, yeah.
So underrated.
It would
There
have
was
been
only those 5 maps.
five maps, something like that, yeah.
I think they added four more later.
No, I don't think so. I think if you still go on there, it's just the
It's
same.
the same ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
was.
nobody plays them.
Yeah, everybody.
Trying to go to-
Yeah, everybody leaves whenever they go into one, and
Yeah.
like, oh, Hasta La Vista, fucking yeah, Hasta La Vista.
Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous.
Fucking get the fuck out of here.
What
It's not a race.
Cyberpunky?
Oh, yeah, so that's the other big news.
Big news. 2 months.
So it went from your birthday's release to my birthday release.
Yeah.
10 days before my birthday.
If anything, that's probably good news for you though, Michael, because you could actually have your PS5
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
and not have to play that game on your play PS4.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of, Cyberpunk 2077 PS4 will get a free upgrade for PS5.
It's probably because they delayed it so much.
It could be.
And it's going to come out when fucking the PlayStation 5 is already going to be out.
Yeah. So if you have the
Or
PS4
like the same
copy,
fucking, pretty much the same day as the PlayStation 5.
so yeah,
Is PlayStation coming out in November? Or
they haven't officially announced it, but that's.
It's going to be before.
They kept saying holidays 2020.
So November.
Yeah, which is normally November.
November.
End of November. Third week of November.
I think that's what it was last time.
Yeah,
It was like November 14th or
November.
something.
The PlayStations have always been my birthday presents. 'Cause it's always around November. So.
So is that what you're getting for your birthday?
PS3 was in November, PS4 was in November now. PS5. And PS2 was as well. But I was in basic training when the PS2 came out.
Okay.
So, you know what's funny is actually, I just remember this story now. When Letty went and got me the PS2, or was it the PS3? No, it was the PS2. She got followed home by somebody. Like, they were, like, following her.
Oh, really?
She came out of the store with the box, put it in her car, and then, like, someone was following. Like, I guess she said they were trying to get her attention in the parking lot, and then she just left because it was like some cholos,
Yeah.
and they just started following her because like, they were so hard to find, you know, you couldn't just get them,
Right. And they're expensive as
and they're
fuck.
expensive as fuck, yeah. So, but she lost them before she went home, and then she got home. But it was when I was in basic training because I didn't play the PS2 until.
What if she was just being paranoid and they were just happened to be going that way all the whole time?
They're right. It could happen. But yeah, I remember I played the PS2. I graduated basic training and then my mom came to visit me and they brought it with them so I could play it. I still remember the first games I got with it too. It was a Summoner, Unreal Tournament. What was the other game? There was another game in it. No, I think it was just those two of the games that I got. Summoner was amazing. That was such a good game. But
But you could play PS1 on there, huh?
yeah, you could play. No. Could you play? I don't know if you could play. Yeah, you could.
The original PS3, you can play PS1 games.
No,
and
the
then-
PS2.
Oh, PS3. No, PS2.
I think you could, yeah.
Yeah, you could.
And then the original PS3, I had one that was backward compatible.
Yeah, and then if you got the Slim, you couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't. 'Cause it was actual hardware. It wasn't. That's why.
Or you had to do something special with the Slim. I remember I was able to play Final Fantasy VII.
No, there was some that played for whatever reason.
Oh, really?
Some still
Oh.
played, but not all of them. On the original PS3, though, it played all of them. But the Slims, it would play some of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Final Fantasy would play. I think Metal Gear, and there was I remember there was I think Gran Turismo. It would play those. I know it played those three. On the PS3, it would play all the games, but not all of them played smoothly. Like not Mortal Kombat, the Wu-Tang, the Shaolin style fighting game. Anytime I try to play that, I still have that game by the way. anytime I try to play it, it would go to the first loading screen and never get past that. And I would just, I think it would let me get to the start menu maybe. And then like once I try to select the game mode, it just would just load forever and never. Yeah. And then
I remember that happened to me in when I tried to play God of War 2. No, 3.
And just wouldn't get past the loading screens?
No, well, no. I went through the whole game, and then at the Zeus fight, it was just a black screen.
Oh.
So like Zeus, whenever I went in, Zeus would just kick my ass, and I couldn't see anything. I just hear Zeus beating the fuck out of me.
That sucks. The mate.
30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back after a short word from our sponsor. Hey guys, really quick, just want to take a quick break to talk about Anchor. This is the app we're using to create this podcast right now. If you've ever thought about starting your own podcast, Anchor FM is awesome. When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had millions of questions. We had no idea how to do it. How to record an episode, it was a struggle. How do you find background music? We still don't have background music, but Anchor FM lets us do that. We just don't use it. How do I get my show posted? How do I get it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Music, all the other places people listen? Where do I find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcasts. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. My favorite thing is that everything is done in the app. You record, you edit, you post, everything's just right there. You know, when I'm not around, G-Roll's able to do it. And how easy is it?
It's easy.
There you go. So, anchor.fm/start. Get your own podcast. If you're not doing it, you're wrong.
And we're back. Peter just blew his load before the show.
Yeah.
Before we started.
Well, I wanted you guys to watch that trailer, but because the trailer is amazing. Star Wars Squadron.
Is it like you're flying around and you're shooting, blah, 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 and you're dodging, blah, 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 blah. Is that how the trailer goes?
No.
Yeah.
But no,
And is there fucking NWA playing in the trailer?
straight out of Compton. Real. But no, it's like the cinematically is like the story. It looks like there's a story mode to it that looks pretty interesting. That's what caught my attention. And then, like I said, they're saying that you should play it on VR for best experience playing on VR. Because when you see it, like it looks like it's not just like you're not just seeing. It's like you're in the cockpit, so you're actually seeing the cockpit. You can look around, and so playing in VR would be more.
I guess, but I don't know. I never liked the aerials games.
Yeah, I've never really been a huge fan of them either, but I don't know. The trailer for this one looks really dope.
Aerial flight simulator.
It's just one of those things where it's just Star Wars, so you feel like you have to buy it.
Yeah, that's true. That could be that too. I just think it looks really.
It's
cool.
like even if Konami comes out with like the worst fucking Metal Gear game ever, you're gonna fucking want to buy it.
That's true. I was thinking I didn't buy fucking Survive, but I wanted to.
What's with all these fucks popping fireworks, man?
Are these fireworks?
Those are gunshots. What was I saying? Oh, earlier we were talking about the games glitching and stuff. I got remember the Matrix for the. I think it was a PS. Yeah, it was a PS2 game.
Video game?
So the game took place between Matrix 2 and 3. Like there's a gap in between the story, obviously, and so this game takes place. And no, I think actually it takes place while Matrix, which is the one remember they're on the freeway and those fucking white things with the dreadlocks come out. That 2?
Yeah.
So it takes place along with 2. So if you're watching the movie, in the game you're like so while Neo and Morpheus are doing their thing, it was Jada Pinkett's character.
Who?
Niobe?
Jada Pinkett? Oh yeah.
It was Niobe and like whatever, and they were, and I think you had to play as what's his name, the boxer. Was it Roy Jones? Roy Jones is in it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he's one of the pilots, one of the captains.
I don't know about James.
Yeah.
Matrix.
Let me see now. I'm pretty sure it's Roy Jones.
That's one of my favorite movies and one of my favorite boxers. And I never noticed.
Matrix is one of your favorite movies?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I vaguely remember the Matrix movies.
You know, you can.
You play as Roy Jones Jr.?
I think you play as him at one point. Or
Like,
I know he's in the
I don't
game.
remember the whole red pill, blue pill thing. Like the whole.
Oh, he's not in the first one, though.
No, he's not in the first
Okay,
one. He's in the
yeah,
second
no.
one.
I never really only the first one is my favorite. I don't really watch. I never. Really
The first
watch.
one's one of my favorites as well.
Mhm.
The red
The
pill.
second and third one, it gets too.
Like I remember that being a whole big thing, but
Yeah.
I
The
just
blue
don't
pill
remember
was
the
he would
big deal
forget the
about it.
conversation. He'd go back to being ignorant of the Matrix. The red pill is the tracking program to get them out.
I feel like the 2 and 3s they get very like explanatory. They have to explain
Oh yeah,
it. Like
yeah,
they go into everything and like,
yeah, and
it's not
that's
necessary.
that's everyone's argument with that one. It's just so like
It's too intricate. Like
Yeah.
you guys are getting too intricate. Like trying to explain what's going on.
yeah.
Just tell the story.
The Wachowski sisters, they went overboard on that one.
I'm really excited for the new one.
Oh, I know. Have you seen the trailer for Bill and Ted?
Especially since Disney's doing it.
Oh yeah, did you see the Bill and Ted?
No,
trailer?
I haven't.
Oh my god, it looks hilarious.
It's a
pretty
trailer or teaser trailer?
Trailer.
Trailer.
Full-on trailer.
Full
I
on
can't wait
trailer?
to see it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
This Keanu looks so weird without a beard now, though. Like, it's not
Yeah.
so.
He looks old, huh? Now you see.
He looks
now
old,
you
and
see his
he
age.
looks like.
Well, yeah, it's just like he's become iconic as John Wick. So like
Yeah.
now that he's shaved, he just looks off.
Yeah, I forgot John Wick was
Usually
supposed to be
people
called
look
something
younger
else.
when they
John
shave.
Wick was supposed to be called something like Sever.
Usually
or...
people look younger when they shave.
I think
He looks
his
old.
beard like hides some wrinkles. That's
Yeah,
It has his
yeah,
double
definitely.
It has his double chin too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot what John Wick's original title was now.
Oh, the original title?
Yeah, John. Because what like in the theaters, even in like the original
It was
trailers, it wasn't called John Wick.
John Carpenter's John Wick.
It was called. Damn it! I just had it right here.
Juan Wick.
No, it was called like it was like scab or fucking something like it was like a one word kind of like
Scar.
Scorn.
Oh.
It was gonna be called Scorn, and then, but like Keanu kept calling it John Wick.
Uh-huh.
Oh, one of the John Wick movies, John Wick. So then there was like it's John Wick.
What was the name? The character was always going to be called John
The
Wick.
character was gonna be called John Wick, but the movie was gonna
Yeah.
be called Scorn.
Yeah, that's probably because there was like so much. There's probably like there was no like full on decision that it was going to be called Scorn.
Yeah.
So he's just calling it a John Wick movie because
Yeah.
he had to talk about it, but he had no idea what to actually call it. So
yeah,
he
so she
just
called
kept
John
calling
Wick.
it that.
So I was like, oh, it's John Wick.
Scorn's a stupid name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have done as well.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Scorn 1, 2, and 3, and soon to be 4.
Scorn Parabellum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're all going to be called Scorn.
Scorn.
John Wick Scorn.
John Wick Scorn.
Now it sounds like who's this movie scorned by?
Scorn by.
Let's take a second. Oh god.
No, it's just scored. But scorned.
Scorn. Past tense of scored.
Scorned.
Past tense.
Pastor tense.
Scorned.
It's been scored so well. It's been scorned. Shit. Oh, we were talking about the Matrix in the game, and that game. It got to a point where you were supposed to get to an airport,
Matrix?
and so I got to the airport, and then like the world went away.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like all the buildings were gone. All that was there was like
Like Outer Limits?
the background image of just the planes that you like. You know, you could just keep running towards them. They just keep
Like the skybox.
yeah.
Okay.
It was just just the skybox, and it was just like my character was standing still on the floor, but the floor was there was no floor, there was no building, they were still just, and like they would walk around, but literally there was nothing to interact with. There was no walls. It was just an open void, and so then I reset the game, and then put my thing in and go to my game save, and it would just take me right back to that exact point where there was no.
I don't think I've ever run into like any major glitches.
You remember GTA 3 when it would glitch like the floor would
the streets would just turn like fucking infinite colors, like just rainbow.
Yes, they would just like it would be like a streaming rainbow.
Also, and also rainbow, and like as you're driving on it.
Yeah.
And then like soon it'll just crash.
Yeah. And then Battlefield, when you'd fall through the floor. Was it Battlefield 3, I think? Like you'd be able, like I remember the demo that kept happening. You'd be running, and all of a sudden you'd like your character would fall, and then you would look up and you'd be under the map. But it's like you were in a hole. You could still run, but you wouldn't move anywhere. And you could look up and you could shoot people through the floor, but like you just couldn't move on Battlefield.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's points in Call of Duty where like I'll like my character will just get stuck in the ground. I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm stuck, guys. Just give me a second. I'll figure it out, and then like I'll finally wiggle myself out somehow. Whether it's like jumping or fucking go prone, get back up.
Yeah, there was a game. I can't remember what game it was that I had to do something like that too.
Trying to sprint in place and then and sliding.
Yeah, or it would just glitch and like you had like literally you had to like back up and move and back up and move.
Yeah, like there was some sort of geometry that just like kind of just like
you're just wedged
like you're just wedged in.
Sudden, damn it, no, there was another game too that I played that had like a major glitch that like it made the game unplayable. The one with the Matrix, I never finished it just because like it would always load to that point. Yeah. Then I started a new game and
there was a couple in Destiny too where like I guess those would be my most memorable like glitches would be like in Destiny, because like there was like raids where like very mechanic heavy parts, like the mechanics just weren't happening. And like you just couldn't pass the thing, or like in just like a regular level, like just some kind of like thing that needs to happen in order to progress into the next thing doesn't trigger. Yeah.
Jasmine was playing. She loves that Bendy and the Ink Machine. And there's one point where you're like you have to like it's after like a huge boss battle, so you don't want to have to replay this section. It's a huge, not a boss battle, but like it's like a horde, like you're getting swarmed wave after wave of enemies, and it's just so frustrating. And then so after that point, the characters come and talk to you, and then they go and open the door for you, and you can't open the door yourself. The characters have to go and open the door for you. Yeah. So like at one point she was playing, she beat that part, and then like the characters just never went over and opened the door. They had the whole cutscene, but it was she spent a good hour just trying to figure out like. And so I literally, like, cause I didn't remember it, and I had to go and look it up. It's like, oh, they're supposed to fucking open the door for you. So she was mad. She had to replay that whole part.
I think there was one thing that like pissed me off the most in Destiny was like, oh, you couldn't kill something too fast because then it would glitch and then it would heal because you did so much damage. Like the game just couldn't fucking register it, and it just fucking gave it health back.
Like, there's no way you did that much damage that fast. It must be. There's an error.
Like, all right, so you got to make sure you primary it down and you don't use your heavy because your heavy is just too effective against it. Like
that's terrible.
Like oh god.
But see, there was like so like that Matrix glitch I had, and then with you God of War, did you have a disc or did you have it? Digital?
For what?
Well, that God of War glitch.
Oh, God of War's disc. Yeah.
Okay, see, so sometimes there was games that had disc defects that would cause something like that.
Most of the time, see, now that I've gotten digital, I don't have very many.
Yeah, every once in a while, like, it's very rare, but like it could be a defective disc, or it could just be like when they print it. Like
mine is my PlayStation.
Yeah, I think your PlayStation is just having a hard time keeping up with whatever is going on.
Yeah, your PlayStation has
because like my PlayStation is working pretty hard playing Last of Us, and I can only imagine what your PlayStation is doing right now.
Dude, mine, I gotta clean mine. Mine for the most part doesn't normally sound like an airplane taking off, but like I'd say the last month when I get on Call of Duty.
All the latest games have been like really crazy.
Yeah, as soon as I boot up Call of Duty, like soon as
the last 2 years of games have really taken
they
take a lot out of it, or like they just take a lot from it.
Yeah.
Or required from it, like so much space, so much.
I can't push. I was surprised how fucking small this file was. It's only like 1.5 gigs.
For what?
For
Last of Us?
Last of Us.
Is it?
When I downloaded it, it only showed like 1.5 gigs.
No, I think it was bigger.
It's 1 billion gigs.
It's 1 billion gigs.
1.5 gigs.
Yeah, there's no way it was 1.5 gigs.
Okay,
maybe.
Or it might have been 10 gigs.
Did you use a disc?
No.
Digital. Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know. I gotta look. Maybe I just looked at it wrong.
Oh, maybe it did that thing where like you know how sometimes the game will like download and then it's like
Oh, little play. Yeah,
it's like playable, but like
Up
it still
until
needs to
some-
download the rest of it.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh yeah, you can play the first 10 minutes if you want
hate
to,
that,
but
man.
you got
Yeah.
still fuck
I hate that.
Final
You get
Fantasy
to a
VII
point
did
that
to
it's
me.
like, oh, you have to wait 8 hours to play the.
Yeah, Final Fantasy
Oh,
VII did that
okay.
to me. I got past the first reactor, the one from the demo,
yeah.
and then like when I got to that end, and at the end of that part, it's like, oh, downloading the rest of the game. It's like, you motherfucker.
Just download the whole thing.
Um,
Don't let me play it until it's
Yeah.
done.
Or yeah, Call of Duty. That's just like the campaign. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Or they ask you at least which one you want.
Yeah.
To do.
Yeah.
have you been getting the alerts about lowering? Like you can go in there and like say like since we haven't.
Oh yeah, it said something about lowering hard.
Yeah.
Space on it.
So like if you don't play the Spec Ops, you can go in there and uninstall them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it would be probably because like you play the campaign, and then that's it. You play the campaign once, and you're pretty much done.
You're done
Right?
with the campaign, yeah.
And then Spec Ops 2, like I literally never touched Spec Ops.
Yeah, so you can get rid
So
you can
it's-
get rid of the Spec Ops downloads. That like you can get no, you can't get rid of the campaign because part of that has to do with the multiplayer.
Mm.
So there's like two of them that you like.
Well, I
you're
think
playing
eventually they're gonna get rid. Like probably when the next Call of Duty comes out, they'll probably be like,
Yeah, yeah,
you want to just get it at Warzone because Warzone is free.
yeah.
Or yeah, so you could probably just do Warzone and Call and
Yeah.
multiplayer.
There's like two or three. Like there's one for multiplayer and campaign. There's another one, a second one for multiplayer, and then I think there's just the Warzone one. So I think there's three that you have to keep if you want to play the online.
So when you update it, will it be a shorter update? Will it update or update everything?
I think it'll still update everything. It
Install
just-
and you have to go on and install it every fucking time.
I
it's
think
updated?
so. I could be wrong.
Speaking of Call of Duty, they finally said they're gonna nerf the Grau.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you about that.
The Grau.
Why? But
They've needed to for like fucking months.
you think it's been OP?
Absolutely. That
I haven't
thing,
even used it.
that thing can like you can confidently challenge a sniper across a map,
Really?
Yeah,
Warzone
that's
with
true.
that thing.
That's true.
I haven't even used it.
which is something you really shouldn't be able to do with an AR.
I was see that's what like with in the Russian Home Depot. What's it called? The one that's in the store.
IKEA?
The one that's in the store. The map in Call of
Oh.
Duty.
Russian, I don't know. The
Atlas Superstore.
Oh.
With the growl like from the security office and the like the manager office.
Yeah.
Like I would be able to take out with the growl
Yeah.
like snipers.
Yeah,
They're
just the thing about the Grau is like it's just like so good in every situation.
yeah, it's universal.
Where like if you were to use an M4, it's very good up close,
Yeah.
and it can maybe extend to the mid range. Once you start getting to the long range, like you could like any other gun can kind of beat it,
Yeah.
unless you're just good. And then like things like the Kilo, even the Kilo has like kind of a wonky recoil pattern where
Mm.
like once you start getting into the longer distance shots, it's because it goes off to the left, and most people are accustomed to it for the right, so like it's like not what people used to.
Yeah.
And the Grau is literally straight up.
Straight up, yeah.
The iron sights are clearer than a red dot, practically, if you use a long barrel. And then, like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. It's my favorite.
I haven't even used it.
Yeah, it's my favorite right now. But yeah,
I've just been using the new ones, right?
Like, in multiplayer, it's probably better to use M4 or something. But, like, Warzone, the thing is just so dominant.
Yeah. I don't know. The last couple of times we played, did they make more changes to Warzone? Because the last time we all played, literally all I could find in the ground was fouls. That's all I found.
It's possible. They do a lot of changes without telling anybody.
Like
Like right now, I guess I haven't looked into it, but I saw a video of somebody saying that they increased the skill-based matchmaking even more.
even more
Yeah. So I don't know.
They made it
more strict.
Yeah, so like they'll so like they made it
That's why
more.
I've been doing better.
It would technically make it harder for you.
Really?
Yeah. Because you would be playing more players.
More players.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends. You would be playing more players on your level, and I guess less players that are better than you.
Yeah.
Versus, yeah.
Yeah.
So it depends. It really depends because like you could either be playing less people who are bad or worse than you, and more players like you,
Yeah.
or you'd be playing more players that are better than you and less players.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, less players that are better than you and more players that are like you. So depending on like what kind of lobbies you feel like you're getting,
Yeah.
it would be better or worse. But for me, I'm kind of up in the higher echelon of players. So it just feels like you get punished for being a good player.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With the humble brag there. But yeah, I don't know, like, because the last couple, it was like 3 games. We played 3 games, right?
Well, because I mean, a lot of the good players, they like take, or like they're like do things that take advantage of the game, or that, like, you know, like the fucking infinite sprinting thing, or like the I don't know, it's just weird, or like the fucking.
But you're able to do it, but like
the fucking going up and down and shit and behind something, or I don't know how the fuck they even do it, and I'm like.
Oh, the quick peeking.
Yeah, shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just trying
like
to run around
that's cameraing. That's like abusing the camera. So like I can basically see you before you can't see me.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they call it peeker's
Yeah.
advantage or something.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm trying to just play, like I'm just trying to run through you.
Yeah. I wonder. I mean, obviously they're changing the game constantly, but yeah.
The best way to get rid of to beat that is basically have worse internet than them.
This is a glitch.
Well, yeah, because the peeker's advantage favors the higher ping.
Yeah. You know what's funny is, I was getting some lag for whatever reason the other day, and I was, what map was I on? It might have been the shoot house. No, it was Hackney Yard, and I went up into the yellow house that like faces the warehouse,
Mhm.
where the lower entrance and the window up top.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in there, and I had mounted on the window, and because there was somebody on the lower level, and then all of a sudden I was back down at the stairs. Then all of a sudden I was back in the barn where I spawned from. Then I got back to the yellow house.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I've never had rubber banding that bad.
I don't know how the hell that happened, but I was like I literally went back to to where I spawned and then snapped back to the fucking.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time when my game starts rubber banding, I get booted like after like two skips and then like.
No, for whatever reason, like it happens rare, but when it does happen, it happens like the whole game, and then then the next game it'll be fine.
Mm.
So I don't know what it is, but it's fucking nuts. So I started dual-wielding shotguns the other day. That was pretty awesome. Like in real life, though.
Mm.
I don't know. Anyway, so supposedly,
Wasn't there a shotgun in Black Ops so you could do wheel shotguns?
Yeah, and Black Ops 1. I forgot what it was. It's like an HR-25 or some shit.
oh yeah,
And you
Well,
could
no,
run fast too. You'd be running off fast.
Yeah, you'd be running fast and you just.
don't you in
They weren't that good though. It wasn't as good as like a. They might have been the best shotgun in that game. Shotguns
wasn't
were
it
pretty
in the
bad
story
that
mode?
game.
Didn't you duel the Dragon's Breath at one point in the story mode?
Shotguns are better in this game.
Or no?
In the story mode or what?
Remember in the story mode when you go through
Of Modern Warfare or
Black Ops?
Black Ops.
When
I
you
don't remember.
when you go through the what's that city that got torn down? It was like the shipping container city.
I don't remember.
But yeah,
I don't remember dual wielding shotguns or were they executioners
I don't remember.
in like Black Ops 2.
They had the Dragon's Breath. No, it was Black Ops. Definitely Black Ops. Because it was still Vietnam era.
They haven't had Dragon's Breath in roll. I don't know about stories. I haven't played a lot of stories
I don't
in a
remember
while.
now.
Like
I'll have to
Modern
look it up
Warfare was
again.
the first story, second story.
I really like
World
the
War
Black
II was
Ops
the first story I played in a long time.
story. I really like the Black Ops story.
Yeah, Black
Which
Ops
Black
was the
Ops?
only one I played. That was the last one I played. I think.
Yeah.
Which Black Ops had the one where you could turn into Michael Myers?
Yeah, I think I played
When you could what?
Where you could turn into Michael Myers.
That was Ghost.
Was that Ghosts?
Yes.
Damn, that was Black Ops.
Black Ops.
I like that. That was a cool thing. Like when they had like the little. There was another one too, wasn't there? Like there were certain things where like you could like
What's
change
that
a
one?
map up, where you could do something where like
Yeah, it was Ghost.
Okay, yeah, no, that's the one that had the jet engine thing, right? Where like there was one of the maps had like a jet engine in the middle,
On zombies?
and couldn't you push a button and it would kill anyone in that area? It would like kill with the jet engine.
Oh yeah.
I don't. The Black Ops 1 had something like that, but it wasn't like something player activated.
Or no, it just went off.
It
by
was
itself.
just like a rocket went off, and then if anybody was underneath the rocket, they would get fucking
I
burned.
thought those were player activated. I thought you could set those
No.
off. But no, there was a map where it was like the plane graveyard,
Uh-huh.
and there was like a jet engine in the middle, and I think it would just turn on randomly. But if you were in the, it was like a wind, or it might have been a wind tunnel. But if you were in the wind tunnel when the engine went off, it would kill you.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember.
I think
that
it was Black Ops.
And then Ghost had the Predator too, right? You had
The
Predator.
you had Michael Myers, the Predator,
Ghost had Michael Myers, Predator.
and who else?
I think that was it. Might have been one more, but I can't remember if there was.
I feel like there was one more. I just can't remember.
Was it Alien?
I didn't
No,
know
it
they
wasn't.
had
No,
Alien.
it wasn't Alien.
I don't remember any of that.
You don't remember? Yeah, the Michael Myers because you'd be fast as fuck, but like it was like being a juggernaut with a knife, but you were fast as fuck.
Yeah. Well, you would also have a rocket. I think
Is
you
Ghost
would have
is Ghosts and Ghosts?
is Ghosts and Ghosts?
Yeah, is that what
Ghost, if he can Ghost,
Like, wait, you're
Is that
talking
what
about the
his
character
The
Ghost,
character
or you're
Ghost,
talking
no.
about actual like?
the character?
the character
Paranormal
Ghost. No,
Ghosts.
he wasn't in Ghost.
Oh.
No, he wasn't in Ghosts.
No, he was not.
Because if I remember correctly, the storyline was like
I don't think I played
Ghost was like they're like a special like or at least in that game, in the story it was like
they were a special unit. They all wore the mask.
well they were so far in the future.
Oh
it
yeah,
was
that's
like
what it was.
there were other people that were. It was like ghosts, and then like like these legendary fucking soldiers who were like so fucking feared by everybody.
Yeah, I don't ever play that one. I don't
Like
think I
they
played
can take down whole squadrons by themselves and stuff. But
that one. Yeah, I don't think I ever played that one.
yeah,
That's why I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, I remember I used to like the Michael Myers one because I was like it was because the map was cool because it only happened on one map. So the Predator was on his own map. It was the jungle map, and then Michael Myers was in that
That's
weird
cool.
haunted swamp map.
yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
And I don't remember. If there was
I do
another
think there was a third one.
Well,
but I can't
yeah.
Ghost was the one where they had like the exosuit and shit like that.
No.
What was that one?
Ghost was the last like on the on.
The
like,
Ghost came out with the PS4.
Yeah,
Or it was a PS3 release in the end.
yeah, it launched PS3 and it was upgradable to PS4.
What which one was the one with the exosuits?
That's Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare had exosuits.
Sweet.
No, I think it was just Michael Myers and the Predator. Then.
Predator.
Predator. Yeah, I think it was just those two.
Predator.
But yeah, that was I like those. I didn't get to play as and I forgot how you would unlock it either. There was a way like you had to like find a box or something, right?
It was Kill Street Club.
No, well, it was like kind of like it kind of looked like the contracts in Warzone.
Yeah.
Kind of like one of those, and you go to it, you would pick it up, and then you would have to do like kill 3 people
Yeah. something
within 10 seconds or some shit.
Yeah.
Or kill 2 people with a handgun.
Yeah.
You have to do some sort of like side
like
thing.
Yeah.
And
Okay, I remember
then
now.
if you did it, you would become Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And then you could kill a bunch of people.
And sometimes they were like I remember sometimes they were hard as fuck. And it didn't alert you like someone picked up a contract or someone picked up like the.
I don't remember.
I think it would alert you and then like.
I know whenever somebody did the Michael Myers, you would start hearing the music.
Yeah, you would hear the Michael Myers theme, the
Yeah.
Halloween theme.
I forget if Predator had something like that though.
I think he did the roar, like he did that like when he dies in the first movie.
Or like the crackle.
Yeah. And then then it would be when they got closer to you too, with the Michael Myers thing. Like if they were far on the other side of the map, you wouldn't hear the music. But if they got closer to you, then you would hear the music.
Okay.
I think that's what it was. Or if like if you were in their area. And I remember it being like you because it would last forever. But that was I would like to see something like that come back. So the rumor is that Xbox is gonna be putting a digital edition thing out now and it's supposed to be way cheaper than the PlayStation, and it's
really?
also supposed to be only half the size.
Yeah, we could do that too.
It's a GameCube now.
It's a GameCube. That's fucking funny.
The digital edition is a GameCube.
Right.
They just chopped it in half and turned it white.
It's just
How big is
concept
that?
art.
I don't know.
This big?
That one looks. Yeah, it looks like the size of a. Like a. What are those things called? The big heads that people.
like
The
half
pop,
a
like a pop figure. Like the box that a pop figure comes in.
Uh-huh. Well, they're just saying the digital edition is going to be way cheaper than the regular PS5.
Way cheaper.
It's going to be the same as a PS5 digital.
Yeah, probably. Supposedly the Amazon
$100
accidentally
cheaper.
leaked
That's way
the.
cheaper. Just like PlayStation 5 digital edition is also way
$100.
cheaper than PS5.
Well, it's
I know,
going to
they
be
always
100
do
euros
that.
cheaper.
They literally always do that shit with their words. Than the digital edition of the PlayStation 5.
The PlayStation 5 is supposed to be 499 euros.
Uh-huh.
But that's
and
for the. I think that's
Who's
for the
saying that?
this was a leak on Amazon.
Oh.
Apparently Amazon posted it
Uh-huh.
and then took it down right away.
Uh-huh.
And then but
Because they were probably expecting it to put out the fucking price on the fucking event.
yeah,
Like everybody else. You're like, oh, they didn't do it. Take it down.
I don't know.
Let me see.
I hope they don't wait till like the fucking week of or some shit, some bullshit to fucking.
So that would be 499
pre-order.
euros would be 557 US dollars.
Huh?
So 499 euros would be 550 US dollars. So
5 feet?
550.
550.
But see, I mean, there's time. So there was another website that accidentally posted. They posted a PS5 pre-order, and it was a $10,000 price. So it could just be like a placeholder. Because that's when they posted it. It's like, no, we don't know the price. This is just a placeholder. And they put it there so you couldn't pre-order it yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, yeah, because I mean, to pre-order a
I'm not
$10,000
gonna
thing,
go.
you have to like.
I'm not gonna take their word
Yeah,
for it.
What if it was just a millionaire who wanted the PS5 room?
Yeah, no, well, he'd have to put
Well,
down.
he paid for it.
$10,000
Well, he paid for it, and now you gotta fucking give it to him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take their word for it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. But I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad price.
The digital edition being $100 cheaper. But
I think that makes sense.
yeah,
We're at 30 minutes in.
you want to take another quick break and can come back and
It's up to you.
yeah.
Or you want to wrap it up?
Let's take a quick break. I got a couple more things we can go through. What's going on, peoples? Pistol Pete Jr. here. Just to remind you one more time to check out Ray's Energy Drinks by Rep Sports. Ray's Energy Drinks. Amazing flavors. Zero sugar, zero dyes, zero crash. None of the junk, none of the bullshit that's in these other energy drinks. They're amazing. I guarantee you're going to love them. Use coupon code TRPS for checkout. Get 15% off your order. Check out repsports.com. REPPSPORTS.com. Again, use coupon code TRPS for 15% off your order and to let them know that we sent you.
And we're back.
And we're back one more again. I forgot to mention this. So with the Cyberpunk 2077 delay, some people are saying that it could be a rumor that like it's going to release with the Xbox specifically. Because the Xboxes have usually early to mid-November,
Yeah.
and so they're pushing it back to mid-November. The Xbox 360 released on November 22nd. The Xbox One released on November 22nd.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of
Yeah, maybe they're just doing it. Maybe Xbox is just like, it's another 2 months, man.
yeah.
Just fucking put it with the game.
Yeah. They're trying to pretend like it's an exclusive and shit.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna have a special edition Xbox, or it already has a special edition Xbox.
Yeah.
So for a game that hasn't even released, you can buy
Yeah.
the special edition Xbox with it already.
It's weird how hard they dick ride games, but they don't get any exclusives.
Yeah, it's weird when you think about that.
Yeah, they do. They do like it's like they put a lot of effort in the third-party games.
Yeah.
But they
Where
don't.
but they don't like Yeah, they don't do a lot for their first party games.
Well, I think because you think about it, like look at
I saw somebody.
Like what? Like I have they had any good first party games in this fucking generation?
I don't think so.
I think the only one I remember like getting a lot of good press or whatever was Sunset Overdrive, and that was literally on launch.
Yeah,
and it died out.
No, and it died out fairly quickly. I don't know. I don't think so. But like, look at Sony Interactive Studios. I mean, they're fucking like literally just everything they put out has been a legendary fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like it's very rare they put. And I think.
Well, I think it's possible they've hit a bump of the road with Last of Us going on.
Oh well, we don't. Yeah, we'll see.
And what you gonna call it?
I don't know. Ghost of Tsushima looks pretty solid though.
Yeah, I like it.
It's hard for me to believe that game's gonna end up being bad, but
yeah.
And then, well, yeah. I mean,
I think the only game before this that got like bad press was Days Gone. Yeah.
Well, what bad press did it get really? Like, what was
just because it got a 7 out of 10.
Like to me, honestly, it's an amazing fucking game. I love that game.
It got like it was just, I think it was mostly because it got, no, I think it got like a 6 point something though. But, you know, like PlayStation was on a hot streak.
Yeah.
9s and 10s.
Yeah, and then, that's
and then you get hit by Days Gone, who's average.
Yeah.
Average. Where they got an average one. And it's not like, it wasn't like, it was an average for
what they
well, no, it was average for not good things. It was like average for gameplay, average for.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Average for the story is kind of like man, and average is average for like is very repetitive, and those are big words that kind of drive people away.
Yeah,
especially repetitive.
Yeah.
The only thing that was repetitive was like clearing the areas, like so you're gonna go
right. So combat. Well, the biggest part of the game is repetitive.
No, because I mean you don't necessarily have to do this. It just makes the game easier to play. So it's like every time you access a new area, there's gonna be like zombie nests. You gotta go out there and fucking take out the zombie.
Okay,
nests.
and how do you kill zombie nests? You run around in circles until you kind of kill everything.
No, no, really, literally, all you gotta do is throw a Molotov. You can run away, and then eventually, But you don't have to. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But it was.
I've never played the game. I've never looked at it. It just sounds very basic.
I saw all the videos, and that's what it looks like to me too.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of the videos.
Even before the game, like we would always look at it. We were like, oh, those are big hordes. I wonder what the big. They said that's a medium horde. I wonder what a big horde looks like.
Yeah, the big hordes are nasty.
And then you look at it. It's just kind of like you run around. They're running around in a circle.
Yeah,
they're shooting some zombies. It looks like zombies. Call of Duty zombies.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my thought. It was like Call of Duty zombies.
But that's the thing. It's not. It's a lot
strategy.
More.
But that's the strategy.
Not really. Because the thing
was the best strategy of Call of Duty is just to run around the map in circle. And
yeah, you find a good spot with like a lot of cover, and you run around that cover.
Yeah.
So they can't split off.
Yeah.
there was the one map where the one at the theater.
Yeah.
Where you would just
run around the curtains.
The whole map. No, you could run around the whole map.
Yeah, you just unlock all the doors and just
Yeah, and then they would all follow you. Like you just run around.
Yeah.
They all follow you, and you could just keep them behind you.
Well, when it was like multiple players, though, it would be like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna run around the curtains in the theater. Another guy's gonna run around the generator room or some shit.
Yeah.
And then another guy runs around the entrance.
But yeah, no. See, this one you can't do that because you have stamina. You get tired.
Yeah, but that's quickly. Like still the what's the gameplay element is running around.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, no, because the thing so like for an example, for one of the bigger hordes, I had to go in there because the hordes they're only out at certain times. So what I had to do is I went out. I literally had to go and I set up mines in specific areas or like remote bombs. I set up remote bombs in certain areas. I went and set booby traps in certain areas. Then I waited for the horde to show up. Then I went in there, and I had a horde. I had to herd them into the traps. because like ammo wise, you don't have a ton of ammo. You're
How
not
do you
fine.
wait? Is it like a...
There's a night and day system.
Is it like a phantom cigar set type of thing? Like you just
Yeah.
smoke a cigar and fucking...
Yeah, or you can nap, or the time moves pretty quick. You can like I would set something up and then go do something else and then come back. And the hordes move, so it's not like they're in the same place every time. And I mean they're going to be in one of three places, and each one of three places has its own strategy. Well, like there's like the one from the demo, the sawmill one, is like the biggest horde in the game. That's the one like literally you had to go in there and set up booby traps and you run through stairs, and it's a lot.
But each one of three places has the same strategy?
Not
So
necessarily.
there's three strategies?
I mean, but there's different strategies for each. Like you don't have to use that one. There's not one strategy that's gonna work. There's multiple strategies. It's just like Call of Duty Zombies. Anyway, it's a good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it and I recommend it. I like the story. I like the side missions. I like the secret endings. I thought it was good. Like I was telling Michael earlier, my only thing with it was the fact that the whole society is built around motorcycles, which it wouldn't really be something that would go well.
That's what it felt like to me. Is let's get Sons of Anarchy and Walking Dead.
That's kind of that's what it was. But the thing was like it was only there
Or
were
like
two
let's
bikers.
just get Daryl because everybody loves Daryl. He's the only one that everybody loves. Just get Daryl and
He's
we'll
making
do
the star.
game. That's the theme of the game. It's Daryl.
Alright, Walking Dead won't give us the rights to Daryl. Make this guy. We won't call him Daryl, but it'll be as close as fucking possible to Daryl.
Deacon and Daryl. I think there was a mock-up. I can't remember now, but I think there is a mock-up of the main character, but it's like early concept art, and it's actually like someone just drew fucking
Daryl.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
They just drew Norman Reedus next to a bike. But yeah, that's my one. Like when it comes to the story, like society is
I
built
feel like
around.
people are tired of zombies at this point.
Oh yeah, no, the market is
That's
definitely
probably
oversaturated.
why Last of Us is also getting bad reviews. Because I think it's just they're tired of zombies. Like we've had it forced down our throat.
Yeah.
Like we had how many seasons of Walking Dead? All right, that was fine. We enjoyed it. Now you can't just keep making them. And, like everything is zombies, like zombie movies.
I said well, the last 10 years is
Like, all right,
it's
can we
been
have
very
something
zombie
else?
heavy.
Yeah.
And I think people are just fed up with zombies.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, everything's zombie.
Yeah, there's very little to the imagination that's left with zombies.
Yeah.
Like you've kind of seen it all.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's been used.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be it'll probably be like another decade before somebody comes up with something fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, or else it's not even gonna be fresh. It's just that people haven't seen it in a while, and then
Right, I'll be like,
gonna
I haven't
start
seen
the whole
this
fad again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's still. I mean, everyone's okay.
Yeah, and then someone's gonna be like, "Oh, this is just like The Last of Us. Why is everyone hyped up about it?"
Yeah.
Vampires are gonna be coming up again.
Yeah.
Vampire
Oh yeah,
season.
it's vampire season.
They're gonna come up with the Blade movie.
Yeah, they
There's
are.
already been talks about it. We got Morpheus coming up.
Yeah. Good point.
There's a new vampire season
That's funny.
for a few years.
For a few years, yeah.
We're gonna see another Twilight somehow.
Okay. Edward Cullen is Batman.
This is
Fuck.
the vampire season.
I didn't
What's the name
realize
of that
I didn't
episode?
realize how bad Twilight hurt his career though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. He was saying he was talking about that in the interview about when he
Because
got
it probably put him in a
Pretty boy.
it just put him in this box
Yeah.
where like everybody just wanted him to be that,
Yeah.
and he probably wanted to go off like kind of like he probably wanted to do something like Daniel Radcliffe, where like Daniel Radcliffe, even though after he did Harry Potter, he started doing a bunch of weird shit,
Yeah.
and like he really likes doing that weird shit.
Yeah. Like Horns is amazing.
Yeah.
Horns is an amazing fucking movie. Swiss Army Man is a fucking mind fuck. And then I haven't seen what's
I heard there's a pretty good movie with Robert Pattinson. There's like a lighthouse, like they're in the lighthouse or something.
That's the one that he was making when he heard about. I think that's the one. Maybe I could be wrong.
I figure it was. I don't know if it was called The Lighthouse or not.
I think that's the one he was making when he got the news that he was going to play Batman.
I heard it was good though.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's a bad actor. It's just he because I think part of it too is so many people people either love Twilight
It's
or
like
you
with
absolutely
the
despise it. There's
it's
no,
like with the wolf guy. What's his name? Jacob. Jacob Sullivan? No.
I don't know.
The wolf guy.
Yeah, it's the same in Twilight.
Yeah,
The other one.
Well, he was in another movie. What movie did he come out right after that? Like it was
Shark Boy? No.
He was Shark Boy, but that was before. Yeah.
He really was Shark Boy?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Shark
Oh,
Boy.
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Taylor Lautner.
That's his name. He was in
Jacob was the character.
where they made him like he was this badass assassin. He was running around killing everybody, and no, like you could not take it seriously at all.
Like,
It's like you're a fucking puppy.
You're like a kid. Yeah, you're still like a kid.
Plus he's like babyface.
So like he that was the thing with the trailer because like you know like he's got these massive arms and he's running around, he's like fighting people, but like that baby, like he just looks like a little kid. Like it's just like no, it doesn't work. Well, what's that one where the new Daniel? I haven't seen it when he's got the guns bolted to his hands. I think is they call it just Guns Akimbo?
With who?
Daniel Radcliffe.
I don't know. Yeah, well, like
Guns Akimbo.
Yeah, he's got. I think it's, or it might just be called Akimbo, but he's got like the whole thing is like there's this serial killer, or some kind of like person that goes around like. So you pass out drunk or whatever it may be. You wake up and you have guns bolted to your hands, and then someone's hunting you. And so it's like you just gotta survive, or they're gonna kill you, and then they just post it on YouTube.
How do you reload? You only get 12 bullets.
I guess that's all you get.
However many.
Yeah, but so and like
or
so
does he just have infinite bullets because they're bolted to his hands?
they're just bolted to your hands.
They put bullets in your hands.
And then and they're bolted in such a way like there's like literally there's nothing you can do because the guns are in your waist. So you can't bullets. You can't unbolt them. Like you can't get to the nuts and bolts, and they're too tight. Where like even if you could get your fingers around them, you're not gonna be able to like.
You can't go to somebody.
Yeah, what if you just get a hey man, you got some pliers?
Well, no,
or you got a fucking wrench.
That's one of the things they kept showing in the trailers. Like he's like, you know, Daniel Radcliffe is going up to, but he's got two guns in his hands. Someone's coming up to you like, hey, he's got two guns in his hands. What are you gonna do?
You hide your
I
hands.
feel like you can find an unreasonable person.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Person who will help.
Be like, I have guns. Somebody bolted guns to my hands.
They'll probably think you're fucking high.
Look, I'm totally a normal guy here.
Okay.
With
With
somebody
guns
bolted guns to my hands.
Yeah, he does. Daniel Radcliffe definitely does some like weird shit now.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're hits or misses, but like they're pretty good.
Yeah, it's called Guns Akimbo.
Like that one where he just plays a dead body.
Yeah, Swiss Army Man. I love that fucking
pretty
movie.
funny.
And it's like it's such a mind fuck. Cause it's like the whole time like when like that twist at the end is like, you motherfucker. That sounded more like your stomach gurgled instead of than
Not
a
my
fart.
butt gurgle. Called the butt gurgle.
Have you seen Swiss Army Man?
Yes, I haven't finished it.
Oh god. The ending is the best part. Like it's like that
I
whole.
forgot the ending.
You forgot the ending?
I forgot that twist.
God damn it, so good.
Well, fuck yeah, and it turns out Ellie's immune and they want to use her
To cure Daniel
to cure,
Radcliffe.
to cure, and they have to kill her in the process. Why do they have to kill her?
Yeah, I don't understand that part.
Because the
It's in her brain, huh?
yeah, the infection basically like everybody gets infected by the brain, right? But for whatever reason, because she's immune, her brain just became like it just became accustomed to the spores, and didn't mutate.
Okay.
So they had to basically scrape all that shit off the brain, and it would kill her.
Yeah. Okay,
And-
that makes sense.
Scrape it off the brain.
I was telling Michael, it was like after
She still doesn't know.
no, well,
from what we
from what we saw, yeah, she did. Well, because the way Joel says it is like he told her
he died, so he can't tell her.
Yeah, Tommy's the only one that knows the truth.
Oh, Tommy knows now.
Yeah.
And then probably they know.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that's them.
That's why, yeah. But no, I was telling Michael, like right after Joel told Tommy everything, he was like, "Don't worry, I'll take this to my grave if I have to."
Mm-hmm.
Then he leaves, and it's like the next day, you know, Ellie's walking through town. That bitch could have saved all our lives. We wouldn't be dealing with this shit anymore.
I mean, you don't know for sure though.
No, yeah, that's the thing, and that was Joel. That was one of Joel's reasonings too. It's like it's not.
I know.
guaranteed
You're just gonna take these doctors' words for it.
Yeah, it's no guarantee that it's actually a cure. She's just the one person that's immune to it.
Yeah.
There's no recreating it. It's like with people with the coronavirus. There's people that are immune to it, and it's like, oh well, we're not gonna kill you to find out why you're immune to it, and then make a vaccine out of it. It's like, okay, well now we know why he's immune to it.
You don't have to kill them to figure that out.
Well, we gotta scrape the gunk off the brain.
No, you don't. Not that. Not for coronavirus.
It's different.
This Nazi Germany.
I mean, lately, kind of feels like it.
Yeah.
I mean, on that note, I got nothing else. If you guys got anything?
Nah, we're about to start getting political, so we might as well.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, like shit.
We've avoided politics this whole time.
Don't forget
He's
to
like, oh, God damn it, we gotta end it now.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/TheRealPressStart, on Twitters at RealPressStart, on Instagram at TheRealPressStart. Like us, rate us, review us anywhere you get your podcasts. Give us some shares.
Let's get political.
And on that note, game over. No more questions.